everybody. Thank you so much for joining in one more time. And I would like to greet each one of you in the sweet and matchless name of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Good to see you all again in this Bible quiz program. So, like in every round we have 50 questions. You have to select the right answer, and there is a time fraction that will decide your score. So right answer has a common score. At the same time, with the speed, you will actually get more of your score. So speed as well as correct answer decides your score. So in first two rounds, we have seen exciting results. And as the quiz progresses, the quiz is going to become tough and little more tight. So you can expect a little more higher version of the quiz. So please get ready. As you go on to the top level, you will have to keep yourself up to date with reading. So it's not about memorizing. So I always say this Bible quiz is not about memorizing. It's about how much you know. So it is just because of your reading and because of your understanding, you can answer those questions. So now it is getting a little more tight and tougher. So make sure that you all are having a good reading about this Bible. So today, in round number 3, we will be concentrating on Acts, the book of Acts, or the Acts of the Apostle, and the book of Romans. So we have given you this portion a long time back, and hopefully you all are prepared for this. So let's get ready, and I just want to welcome each one of you one more time. In the sweet and matchless name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, this quiz is organized by Trinity Theological Seminary. And the ultimate vision and aim of this seminary is to impart knowledge and to teach the Word of God and to equip the saints for His second coming. Ultimately, through all these that we do, whether it's a Bible study, whether it's a seminary, whether it's any course that we do through churches or Bible quiz like this, all this is just to equip everybody and to engage everybody in reading of the Word and understanding the Word. So we are committed to do that, and from Trinity Theological Seminary, we will continue to do this. Make sure if you want to learn any kind of course, or if you want to do any kind of degrees, whether it's a diploma course, a certificate course, a bachelor's course, or a master's course, Trinity Theological Seminary offers all those courses. If you can go to our website, that is www.mytts.org, you can go and you can find different classes, different courses, and you can join any of those courses. Especially we conduct Bible study. We do Bible study about introduction to Bible. We did, that was something that we did for a few, probably 40 weeks class. And that is again a course of Trinity Theological Seminary. And anybody who would wish to do that, you can go and register. You have all the videos there. You can be a part of that course too. Now at present, we are doing a course, a 30-week course about life and ministry of Jesus Christ. This is also included as a video course in Trinity Theological Seminary. You can definitely go and register yourself, do this. And if you don't want to do or pay $50 on that platform, you can always join us on Wednesday for this Bible course. And this is something that we will be continuously doing to equip more people. So these quizzes, these classes that we do, those classes are with credit hours. So if when you're doing on a continuous basis, your credit hours in Trinity Theological Seminary is being stored. And once you reach to that credit where it can give you a bachelor degree or a master's degree, we will definitely award you with that degree too. So these courses, these credits are included and stored in Trinity Theological Seminary. All right. So thank you so much for joining in. Hope you all are ready now. Let me share the screen. And the screen comes to you. So please go on, everybody, please go on to menti.com and use the code 74626058. All right. Everybody, would you please go to www.menti.com. You have this description in our chat box and use the code 74626059. After using this code, you will be prompted to write your name. Instead of your name, please do write your ID. And if there is anybody new who have not registered, you can put your name, but make sure you register. If you don't register, then you will not see your name in the quiz board, right? We will take that name out. So registration is very important. If you are just with your name, then your registration is important. And if after this quiz we don't see your registration, then definitely that name will be deleted from the quiz board. All right, so definitely there was a lot more number in round number 1, and then round number 2 we see a decreased number, and now I see round number 3 it's getting tough, right? So it's more tight. So I will say encourage everybody to just do a fresh start. Don't worry, just do a fresh start. So if you didn't see your name anywhere in last round or even round number 1, don't worry. This is an opportunity to just do, and you can do this up till round 5. And whatever you're scoring, it's total. So you don't know in round number 6 if your name will be there or not, but try. So I'll say this, if you don't try, you won't learn. So try, and if you don't get, that's perfectly fine, but at least you will find some new answers, and that is something, a learning for you. So everybody get set, ready. And I have 53 people right now. If there's anybody else, you can join right now. And I'm going to start in just a few seconds. All right, now we have 54. I will give you probably 1 more minute if there's anybody who would like to join. And anybody can join anytime in the middle also. The only thing is that you might lose few points because you didn't attempt few questions. So anybody can join in the middle. And you have this information in your chat box. All right, so I just believe that you all are ready and ready to go. Don't want to take a lot of time. And once we start, we will go at a fast pace to finish all the quizzes, right? So those who are late, definitely you will lose few points because you are late. Otherwise, we are going forward. All right, so get set, ready. Here we go. Here comes your question. Question number 1. Who was the book of Acts addressed to? Caesar, Alexander, Theophilus, Apollos. You have 15 seconds. And your time. 3, 2, 1, and it's up. 57. All of you believe that it was Theophilus. Good reading. Great. And that's the right answer. Let's see who scored first. Okay. This will be very, very tight. Computer has to bring your scores together. Okay. JO22 from India was the fastest. Great. See, you can see all different scores. That score is based on your speed. So whoever was the fastest ones, for example, you all had a similar score. Maybe 967 was the similar score for each one of you because you did right. But few of them got 71, 72, 73, 76. All that depends upon the speed. All right. So there is a basic score and you add your score along with your speed. So this is basically how this quiz works. All right. So let's get ready to question number 2. And here comes the question on your screen. who took the office formerly held by Judas at the end of first chapter of Acts? Matthias, Philip, Barnabas, Stephen. And you have 15 seconds to do this. And your time is 3, 2, 1. And it's up. Wow, 54 people believe it's Matthias, and you are right. Let's look into the score. So here comes the score. Putting all things together, calculating your score, and J812 was the fastest one. All right, and J812 is holding the position number 1. JO22 position number 2. Great. Let's go to question number 3. Here comes the question. Who said, let them alone? For if this plan of this undertaking is of man, it will fail. But if it is of God, you will not be able to overthrow them. Caiaphas, Joseph of Arimathea, Annas, Gamaliel. Who said this? Time's up. So 44 people believe it's Gamaliel. Let's look into the score. JA12 was the fastest, taking a good lead of almost close to 100 points. So still holding position number 1, JO20, position number 2, SU13, position number 3. All right, let's go to next question. So question number 4, and here comes the question on your screen. Who offered to pay Peter and John for the gift of giving others the Holy Spirit in the 8th chapter? Priscilla, Ananias, Simon, or Candace? This is in Acts chapter 8. 3, 2, 1. Their time's up. So 55 people believe it's Simon, and they are right. Let's look into who scored the fastest. Okay. So ST14 was the fastest, coming to the 3rd position, JA12 holding position number 1. Great. Let's go to the next question. Question number 5, and here comes your question on your screen. Who explained a passage from Isaiah to Ethiopian eunuch? John, Philip, Peter, James. That should be something that should be very easy for all of you, and your time is up. 3, 2, 1, time's up. So 57 people believe it is Philip, and you are absolutely right. So let's go and look into the scores. All right, very tight, very tight. GL13 coming up, okay. And JA12 fastest. Okay, there are 2 fastest at the same time. Great. All right, so SU13 and ST14. Great. Let's look at the question number 6, and here is your question on your screen. Who was Saul's first missionary companion? Apollos, Barnabas, Silas, and Matthias. That should be another easy answer. And here comes your time is up. All right, so 54 people believe it is Barnabas, and you are right. Let's look at the score. So here comes the scoreboard, putting all things together. Okay, JO22 was the fastest, coming up over onto the board. And JA12 still holding the same position. Let's go forward. Question number 7. Okay, you ready? Here comes the question on your screen. At Lystra, Acts 14:8-12, which god was Paul mistaken for? Hermes, Apollo, Zeus, Poseidon. Somebody thought Paul was God. Which god did they think? Hermes, Apollo, Zeus, Poseidon. And your time's up. All right. 34 people believe it's Hermes. 24 believe it's Zeus. So 34 who believes Hermes is right. Yes. Because Zeus was something that they thought Barnabas was Zeus and Paul was Hermes. All right. That itself is a good learning. Okay. Let's look at the score. Bring all things together. So JA12 was the fastest, still holding position number 1, taking a good lead over there. Okay. ST14 coming to second position. SU13 going to the third position. All right. Okay. I don't see GL here now. Okay. GL has to come back. Now here comes question number 8. You ready? Here comes the question on your screen. What practice was discussed at Jerusalem Council in the book of Acts? Circumcision, communion, baptism, charity. There was a Jerusalem Council and they had a discussion about something out of this. What was that? Your time. 3, 2, 1, and time's up. All right, so 51 people believe it's a circumcision, and that is absolutely right. Let's look at the score. All right, let's put it all together. JO22 was the fastest and coming to hold position number 3. JA12 still holding position number 1 and ST14 in position number 2. Great, good job. Here comes your question number 9. You ready? And this question is on your screen now. Name the community of a place where the unusual event of Eutychus happened. Philippi, Corinth, Lystra, Troas. So you know this Eutychus who fall asleep and have fallen down. Which place was this? 3, 2, 1, and time's up. And 22 people believe it's Troas, and they are right. There was a lot of confusion. 20 people believe it's Lystra, 7 in Corinth, and 10 believe that it was Philippi, but it was Troas. And let's see the score here. Okay. Good. So JO22 was the fastest and came to position number 1. Great. And I don't see JA12. Where is that? JA12. Okay. So maybe that person made a mistake. Okay. So see, one question can take you off and one question can bring you in. Okay. So far, I was seeing JA12 position number 1. I don't see JA12 now. Okay, so that is something very dangerous. So make sure you give your answers very diligently, okay? All right, question number 10. Here comes your question on your screen. Name the place where Peter revived Dorcas from the dead. Corinth, Joppa, Philippi, Macedonia. So Peter revived Dorcas from dead. So which was that place? 3, 2, 1. Your time is up. So 53 people believe it's Joppa, and you are absolutely right. Was that such an easy question? Great. So coming back, these are your score that you scored right now. Putting it all together, JO22 was the fastest and still holding the same position, position number 1. ST14, position number 2. NI23, position number 3. That's a new name coming up. Good, good, good. All right, let's go to question number 11. Ready? So let's start. Here comes your question on your screen. Where did Cornelius live? Should be very easy answer. Joppa, Samaria, Caesarea, Galilee. Cornelius, you know, this was the place where Peter was sent, right? So where did he live? All right, so 46 people believe it's Caesarea, and you are absolutely right. Good hunt on that. All right, so let's look at the score. Here comes the score. Putting it all together. JO22 is still the fastest. See, there is a slight difference, that's all. Very close, very close. All three positions are very close. So better you all be careful. Okay, let's look into question number 12. Ready? Here comes the question onto your screen. When the apostles met a magician and false prophet whose Greek name was Elymas, but his Jewish name was Barnabas, Bar-Jonah, Bar-Jesus, Simon. The apostles met this magician. His Greek name was Elymas. But what was his Jewish name? Your time is up. And 45 people believe it is Bar-Jesus, and you are absolutely right. So many people made it right. So good. That means it's a very tight quiz. Very tight quiz. Let's look at the score. Okay. Going to be a bit changing here now. So ST14 was the fastest, but JO22 is still holding the position number 1. Right. Right. So question number 13. Ready? The question is on your screen. What is the meaning of Barnabas? Son of thunder, son of encouragement, son of perdition, son of compassion. Meaning of Barnabas. And your time, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. So 42 people believe it is son of encouragement, and you are absolutely right. Few confusions here and there. So here is your score. JO22 was the fastest, and ST14 is in second position, SA16 is in third position, NI23 slipped to the fourth position. Okay, so JA12 I see coming here, JA12. Good. That's a good comeback. Okay, let's look into question number 14. Ready? Here comes the questions on your screen. The main theme in the book of Romans is, the righteousness of God, the judgment of God, the salvation of God, the adoption of God. So what is the theme in the book of Romans? And 3, 2, 1. Your time's up. So 41 people believe it's righteousness of God, and you are absolutely right. Let's look into the score. Here comes the score on your board, and this is, oh, that is a big change. That is a big change. Great. So NI23, who was in third or fourth position, came to the first position. SA16, new name coming in. AN11, new name coming into the third position. Great. JA12 coming up over there. See, this is a classic example of this quiz. Anybody can go down, anybody can come up. It all depends upon one question can change everything. So if you don't see your name anywhere in the board, don't get discouraged. You can come at any point of time when someone makes mistakes up on the board. All right. So leaderboard will show you 10 top 10 over here, but then if you don't see your name or your number in here, you can come there at any point of time. So this is a classic example. So JA12 was the fastest. Now from number 10 position is coming up, and NI23 is holding position number 1. Great, good job. All right, it's getting tight. So let's go to question number 15. Hope you're all ready. Take a deep breath. Get ready. Okay, so here comes your question on your screen. Abraham believed God, and it was dashed to him as righteousness. Considered, credited, accommodated, allocated. Abraham believed God, and it was dashed to him as righteousness. Considered, credited, accommodated, allocated. Your time is up. 38 people believe it's credited, and they are absolutely right. 21 people thought it was considered, but it is credited. So when you see 2 questions, 2 answers somewhere similar, then you have to choose the one of the best. So that's how it works. So your scores are here. Bringing it all together. SA16 was fastest, and NI23 holding the same position over there. AN11, good job. JO22 coming up to the 4th position. All right, so let's go. Now, question number 16. Here comes your question on your screen. What abounded all the more when sin increased? Punishment, death, failure, grace. What abounded all the more when sin increased? Punishment, death, failure, grace. Could be a tricky question, but 3, 2, 1, and time's up. 45 people believe that it's grace and you were not tricked. You are right, absolutely right. And here comes the score. Putting it all together. So JO22 was the fastest coming up on the board, and NI12, NI23, SA16, AN11 holding 1st, 2nd, and 3rd position. Okay, let's go further. Question number 17, and here comes your question on your screen. Who asked that should we continue in sin in order that grace may abound? Who asked this question? Peter, John, Paul, Philip? Who asked should we continue in sin in order that grace may abound? So your time, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. All right, so 41 people believe that it was Paul. You know, that is a good reading of your Bible. Good, great job. Let's look at the score. All right. Putting it all together. ST14 was the fastest coming up onto the board, but NI23, SA16, and AN11 holding 1st, 2nd, and 3rd position. Good job. Let's go further. Question number 18, and this question is on your screen. The apostle who said, I have great sorrow and unceasing anguish in my heart. Timothy, Peter, John, and Paul. Who said, I have great sorrow and unceasing anguish in my heart? Whether it's Timothy, Peter, John, or Paul. So your time, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. So 50 people believe it's Paul. Good job. So I do believe all these competitors, you are very good in reading Bible. Good, good, great. Okay, so serious participants. Don't be very tight as you go forward. No one is willing to lose. Okay, so here JA12 made mistake. Okay, so NI23, SA16, AN11, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. JO22 was the fastest. JA12 coming down. AC13 coming up. Okay, AS13 is struggling up and there. RA13, good job. All right, so question number 19. What is the end of law? What is the end of law? Judgment, Satan, Jesus, death. What is the end of law? Judgment, Satan, Jesus, death. All right. Where? Okay, time's up. So 32 people believe it is Jesus. Yes, and absolutely right. Where law ends, Jesus begins there. So Jesus, who finished, he completed the laws, fulfilled the laws. He said everything is finished. And from here, that is the end of the law. Christ is the end of the law. So I know that was a little tricky question. So, if you don't have a thorough reading, you will go with death, you will go with judgment, but it is Jesus. All right, let's look at the score. So here comes, so a lot of people made mistake in this. Okay. All right. The fastest was JO20 and AC13. Great. NI23, SA16, AN11 holding first, second, and third position. Good job. Let's go forward. Question number 20, and your question is on your screen. Who was a deaconess in the church at Cenchrea? Priscilla, Phoebe, Lydia, Mary. Deaconess in the church at Cenchrea. "39 people believe it's Phoebe." Great. Let's look into the score. All right, this is again tight. NI23, SA16, AN11. Good job. AC13 was the fastest one. Good job. AC13 coming up. All right. Question number 21. You ready? Here comes your question. Who was the first convert in Asia for Christ? Apollos, Cornelius, Aquila, Epaenetus. Who was the first convert in Asia for Christ? 3, 2, 1. Time's up. So 25 people believe it is Epaenetus, and you are absolutely right. A lot of confusions here. Cornelius, Aquila. Okay. So let's look at the score. Things will change here again. All right. So JO22 was fastest coming up onto the board. SU13 coming up over there. NI23, SA16, and AN11 still holding first, second, and third position for a long time. Okay. But they are very close, very close. Question number 22. Here comes your question. Who risked their necks for Paul's life? Mark, Timothy, Epaphras, Priscilla, and Aquila. Who risked their necks for Paul's life? Mark, Timothy, Epaphras, Priscilla, and Aquila. They all loved Paul, but who was the person? Okay, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. 45 people believe it's Aquila and Priscilla, and you are absolutely right. Okay, let's go. And the scores are, okay, let's combine it all together. NI23, SA16, AN11, still holding the same position. JO22 coming up onto the board. And that is, JO22 was the fastest one. Okay. Great, let's go. Question number 23. Here comes your question on your screen. Who was the person whom Paul called my beloved in the Lord? Ampliatus, Timothy, Mark, Philemon. My beloved in the Lord. Listen to the phrase carefully and answer the question in 3, 2, 1, and time's up. Oh, that is tricky. I know people will make a mistake in here. Timothy was not the person. Paul never said, my beloved in the Lord, but for Ampliatus, Paul said, my beloved in the Lord. So 41 people made mistake and 9. Let's look who are those 9. Okay, a lot of changes here now. Bringing it all together. Wow, still NI 23, SA 16, AN 11, maintaining the same position. ST 14 was the fastest coming up over there. Okay, good job. Few names I don't see here now. Few names are coming in. All right, that's the beauty of this quiz. Question number 24. Okay, so get ready. Here comes onto your screen. Who was appreciated by Paul as approved in Christ? Onesimus, Mark, Timothy, Apollos. Who was appreciated by Paul as approved in Christ? All right, so your time is up. And let's look. Okay, so 26 people believe it is Onesimus, and you are wrong. Only 18 people believe it is Apollos, and you are absolutely right. Timothy was a little tricky. Mark was not at all tricky. Okay, let's look at the score. It's getting tight now. All right, top competitors are good. You're still doing there. So ST 14 was the fastest, NI 23, SA 16, AN 11, doing a good job. ST 14, good job. All right, few other names coming in. YI 20 coming up. All right, AS 13 there, good. GL 10 coming up. Good job, good job. All right, so question number 25. Want to take a deep breath. Get ready. Okay, get ready. Question number 25. Here comes your question on your screen. Who was mentioned as chosen in the Lord? Rufus, Timothy, Apollos, Ark. Actually, it is Mark, not Ark, Mark. Rufus, Timothy, Apollos, Mark. Time's up. 31 people believe it's Rufus, and you are absolutely right. Let's look into the score. Still changing. Okay. Oh, a little bit of change here. NI 23 holding position number 1, AN 11 from third position coming to second position. SA 16 moving to the third position. ST 14 the fourth. Good. JO 20 was the fastest. All right. Coming close, coming close. Let's go to the next question. Question number 26, and here comes your question on your screen. Who was the city treasurer that Paul greets in the book of Romans? City treasurer. Apollos, Caesar, Philip, Erastus. City treasurer that Paul greets in the book of Romans. And your time, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. So 42 people believe it is Erastus, and you are absolutely right. Good reading on that. Good reading on that. It was not that easy to answer, but good reading. So there are some serious competitors over here. And this is your score. Bringing it all together. JO 20 was the fastest, NI 23, AN 11, SA 16, holding the position first, second, and third. Okay, so here comes question number 27 on your screen. Who was the person boasting himself to be somebody and drew about 400 men with him? Saul, Caiaphas, Gamaliel, Theudas. Who was the person boasting himself to be somebody and drew about 400 men with him? Your time is up. 42 people believe it is Theudas, and you are right. Okay, here comes the score. Let's look into here. So all top 10s are doing great job here. Okay. Still the same, JO22, it looks like the same scoreboard. GL10 coming up over there, good job. All right, question number 28. Here comes your question on your screen. Who was the Pharisee in the council and teacher of the law, held in honor by all people? Theudas, Caiaphas, Paul, Gamaliel. Pharisee in the council and teacher of the law, held in honor by all the people. And your time, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. So 55 people believe it's Gamaliel, and you are absolutely right. So I was hoping that was a very easy question too. So here comes your score. Very tight. All right, still holding the same positions, and I-23, AN11, SS16, ST14. Good job, good job. JO22 was the fastest coming up onto the board. All right. Let's go. Question number 29. Here comes your question on your screen. The Galilean who arose in the day of the census and drew away some of the people after him. Galilean, Judas, Gamaliel, Theudas, Simon. A Galilean who arose in the days of census and drew away some of the people after him. Who was that? 3, 2, 1, and time's up. Okay, so 27 people believe it's Judas. It was very tight, good reading, absolutely good. 17 people thought it was Judas, and 14 thought it was Simon, 2 thought it was Gamaliel. No, but that's Judas. Let's look at the score. Who scored what? Oh, still very tight, bringing it all together. Good competition. NI-23, AN11, ST14, SA16. So 14 and 16 change over there. Okay, ST14 coming up in third position. Good job. JO20 was fastest. Still recovering. A lot of gap between that. So still recovering. All right, let's go. Question number 30. Here comes your question on your screen. Name the person who saw the glory of God and Jesus standing on the right hand of God. Paul, Peter, John, and Stephen. A person who saw the glory of God and Jesus standing on the right hand of God. Paul, Peter, John, and Stephen. Who was that? Okay, should be very easy. 3, 2, 1, and time's up. 55 people believe it's Stephen, and you're absolutely right. When Stephen was about to be stoned, and people were stoning him, and he was being persecuted, he lifted up his eyes and saw the glory of God, Jesus standing on the right hand of God, just to receive it. That's absolutely good reading. And here comes your score. So bringing it all together and then totaling up. All right, very tight. JO22, good job coming up, good score. You are getting some extra scores and you are jumping up on the board, but NI-23, AN11, ST14 holding the positions tight. Good, very good, very good. You can see a good lead here. So 27,984 for the first position, 27,040 points. So almost like close to 944 points over here. 944 points up there. And then here, third position, 26,927. So yeah, that is quite a few 100 points difference here. But you know, one question can change everything. So make sure you all are taking care of those scores. All right, so here comes question number 31 and your question on your screen. Who was the first sorcerer who accepted Jesus Christ and was baptized in Samaria? Nathanael, Eunuch, Simon, Lydia. Who was the first sorcerer who accepted Jesus Christ and was baptized in Samaria? Nathanael, Enoch, Simon, Lydia, and your time's up. So 40 people believe it's Simon, and you are absolutely right. Good reading, yes, because you know whenever you hear about sorcerer, there are so many sources that we find in the book of Acts, and you know can be confusion too. All right, so Simon was good. So let's look at the score, bringing it all together. So all the 10 over on the top of the leaderboard, you all are doing good job. You're not making mistakes, and the competition is so tight. See, everybody is voting for the right thing. So here a little bit difference coming in. It's only because of the fastest one. But otherwise, they all are doing great jobs. So NI23, AN11, ST14 holding the position number 1, 2, and 3. Great job, good job. JO22 was the fastest one. So let's look to the next question. And question number 32. Get set, ready, and this is on your screen. Who was caught up away by the Spirit of the Lord? Caught up away. Peter, Paul, Barnabas, Philip. Should be very easy question if you are familiar with this. Who was caught up away by the Spirit of the Lord? Peter, Paul, Barnabas, and Philip. 3, 2, 1. Your time's up. Let's see. 41 people believe it's Philip. I don't know why people are thinking about Paul, but 41 people believe it was Philip, and you are right. Let's look into the score. Right, I'm not expecting the top 10 making any mistake. Oh, JO22 made a mistake there. Okay. Good. So AS13 coming up over there with the fastest one. Good job. And everybody's still holding the same position. Let's go for the next question. Question number 33. And here comes your question on your screen. The place to where Philip was caught up. Philippi, Samaria, Azotus, Crete. The place where Philip was caught up. Should be very easy. Philippi, Samaria, Azotus, Crete. One reading is good enough for this. Your time is up. And 33 people believe it's Azotus, and you are absolutely right. Okay, still there are a lot of confusions, but good reading. Okay, let's look at the score, and these are the scores that you scored right now for this question. Bringing it all together, totaling up, and this is the final score. So JO22 was the fastest, but NI23, AN11, ST14 holding first, second, and third position. Good job. Let's look further. So question number 34. Ready? Everybody just relax. Take a deep breath. Okay, so here comes your question on your screen. Who was sent to Saul by the Lord? Who was sent to Saul by the Lord? Peter, Ananias, Barnabas, James. Who was sent to Saul by the Lord? So 53 people believe it's Ananias. Good reading. Oh, looks like a very relaxing, easy question for you. And so the scores are everybody doing good job here. BL13 coming up over there. Okay. NI23, AN11, ST14, first, second, and third position. JO20 was fastest this time. Good job. So question number 35. Here comes the question. Who was the person who was put down through the wall in a large basket by disciples by night? Philip, Peter, Apollos, Paul. Who was the person who was put down through the wall in a large basket by the disciples by night? So your time's up, and 50 people believe it's Paul, and you are right. Let's look at the score. Here comes the score. So GL10 was the fastest. Good job. NI23, AN11, ST14 holding the same positions. Good job there. All right, so good. Now we have 59 people who are competing, but you all are doing a great job. Question number 36. Here comes your question on your screen. Another name of Tabitha. Another name of Tabitha. Lydia, Dorcas, Diana, Cencrea. What was another name of Tabitha? Lydia, Dorcas, Diana, Cencrea. 3, 2, 1, and time's up. 53 people believe it's Dorcas, and you are absolutely right. Looks like very easy question, or the competition is so tight. All right, hope nobody makes a mistake here. Okay, bringing it all together. NI23, AN11, ST14, good job, but JO22 was the fastest one. All right, going forward, we have, all right, so here comes the question on your screen. In which city Peter had a vision in trance? Joppa, Jerusalem, Caesarea, Centurion's house. In which city Peter had a vision in trance? Joppa, Jerusalem, Caesarea, Centurion's house. And 3, 2, 1. Time's up. So 43 people believe it's Joppa. All right. Good job. Good job. Serious competitors. Right. So here comes your score. I was not expecting someone to make mistakes here, but all right. So AS13 was the fastest coming up on the board, and I23, AN11, SA16 holding the same position. Good job. Let's go further. Question number 38. You ready? Here comes your question on your screen. Who went to Antioch and saw the grace of God and rejoiced? Peter, Paul, Barnabas, Apollos. Who went to Antioch and saw the grace of God and rejoiced? Who was that? Peter, Paul, Barnabas, Apollos, and your time is 3, 2, 1, and time's up. Here comes your score. Oh. So 24 people believed it's Barnabas, and they are right, but then people were confused. People thought it would be Paul. 23 people. All right, close to 50% of 49. Okay, so here comes your score. Let's look who made mistakes in top 10. So many people made mistake in top 10. See, here comes everything upside down coming in all. Okay, so NI23, number 1, SA16, number 2, AN11, position number 3, GL10 was the fastest. Okay, so from here now, be very careful. It's getting tight. All right, so everybody just hold on. Getting tight. Now, question number 39. Here comes your question on your screen. Who predicted by the Spirit that there would be a severe famine all over the world? Apollos, Agabus, Philip's daughters, Paul. Who predicted by the Spirit that there would be a severe famine all over the world? Your time, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. Let's look at the score. 51 people believe it's Agabus, and you are absolutely right. And I'm not expecting anybody to make a mistake on top 10 here. Still, AS13 made a mistake there. Okay, let's bring the score together. Okay, so NI23, SA16, AN11. So JO22 was the fastest coming up over there. GL10 going up onto the board. Good job. BL13 coming up here. All right. So now, last 10 questions. Make sure you don't make any mistake here. This is going to decide. Round number 3. Last 10 questions, very tricky. And make sure that you all have a good reading about the question. Think about it, but don't think too much where you lose your time too. All right? Okay, so here comes your question. Take a deep breath and get set ready. Okay, your question on your screen. Question number 40. Who killed James, the brother of John, with the sword? Diocletian, Nero, Herod, Agrippa. Who killed James, the brother of John, with the sword? Diocletian, Nero, Herod, Agrippa. 3, 2, 1, and time's up. Let's look at the score. And 51 people believe it's Herod, and you are absolutely right. Okay. I'm not expecting anybody to make a mistake here. Okay, go. Oh, 2 of you made a mistake in top 10. In top 10. You cannot afford that much. Okay, but NI23, SA16, AN11, first, second, and third position. Very close here. 1,000 point close Here it's, just 97 points between second and third. Good. Very close, SA16 and 11. All right, good job, good fight. Question number 41. Here comes your question on your screen. The first martyr among the apostles. First martyr among the apostles, Stephen, Peter, Paul, James. First martyr among the apostles, Stephen, Peter, Paul, James. That was a little tricky. Many people thought it would be Stephen, but it's not Stephen, it's James. Because first martyr among the apostles. So it was James. 35 people, you're right. Let's look in top 10 who are doing what they are doing in top 10. Okay, so only one of the person made mistake, but good job, good fight. NI23, SA16, and 11, first, second, and third position. JO20, fastest, good job. Question number 42. Here comes your question on your screen. Who was eaten by worms and died after an angel of the Lord struck him down? Eaten by worms. Ahab, Nero, Herod, Sapphira. Who was eaten by the worms and died after an angel of the Lord struck him down. 3, 2, 1, your time's up. Let's look at the score. So 51 people believe it's Herod, and you are absolutely right. I thought that would be a little tough, but that was well taken care. Good. Okay, a little tight here. NI23 holding on to the same position, position number 1. SA16, AN 11, position number 2 and 3. Okay, good. GL10 coming up onto the board. Fastest. All right. Next question. Question number 43. So 7 more questions that will decide. Round number 3. Here comes your question, 43. Question number 43 on your board. The place where people wanted to offer sacrifice to Paul and Barnabas. Place where people wanted to talk. Pamphylia, Lystra, Derbe, Corinth. Place where people wanted to offer sacrifice to Paul and Barnabas. Pamphylia, Lystra, Derbe, and Corinth. 3, 2, 1. And let's look here. So 35 people believe it's Lystra. And you are right. Let's look into the score. All right, few changes here. JO22 was the fastest. Same NI23, SA16, and AN 11. Very close, very close. Question number 44. It's on your screen. Timothy's father was a dash and mother dash. Jewish or Greek, Greek and Jewish, Gentile Greek, Phoenician Jewish. Timothy's father was a dash and mother dash. Bring out the right combination. 3, 2, 1, and time's up. 42 people believe father was a Greek and mother was Jewish, and you are absolutely right. All right, nobody made a mistake over here. All right, good job. Same position, NI23, SA16, and AN 11, first, second, and third, and JF22, the fastest one. Question number 45. So 5 more questions. Question on your screen. Who was circumcised because of the compulsion of Paul? Apollos, Aquila, Timothy, Mark. Circumcised because of the compulsion of Paul. Apollos, Aquila, Timothy, Mark. 3, 2, 1, your time's up. Let's look at the score here. So 46 people believe it's Timothy, and you are absolutely right. So that means you have made a good reading. Let's look at the score. Okay, a little bit change here again. Bring it all together. Okay. So NI23 still holding position number 1, SA16, AN11, JO22 was the fastest. And just because there's a lot of margin between the fastest and the first one, so that's why you see people coming up slowly. So, when you take a lot of lead, you are well on top. Question number 46. So last 4 questions. Get set, ready, everybody. So here comes your question on your screen. Who banned Paul from preaching in Asia? Who banned Paul? Herod, Satan, Jews, Holy Spirit. Who banned Paul from preaching in Asia? Herod, Satan, Jews, Holy Spirit. And your time 3, 2, 1, and time's up. Holy Spirit banned. 41 people believe that, and you are right. Let's look into the score. So bringing it all together. Still same, NI23, SA16, AN11, holding first, second, and third position. So here margin is coming down, 42,160, 42,131, probably what, 3029 here, and 42,103, just probably 20, 27, 28 points. Very close, very close. You're coming close. Anything can change in next 3 questions. Anything can change. Yes, anything can change. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Question number 47. Last 3 questions. Be ready. Here comes your question on your screen. Who was the official of synagogue that was beaten by Jews in front of tribunal? Who was the official of synagogue? Stephen, Gamaliel, Tyrannus, Sosthenes. Who was the official of synagogue that was beaten by Jews in front of tribunal? Stephen, Gamaliel, Tyrannus, Sosthenes, and your time is up. Let's look at the score. 38 people believe it's Sosthenes, and you're absolutely right. Okay, hope no one makes a mistake here. Yeah, good job. Okay, so fastest was ST14 coming up over there. Okay, and I23, AN11, SA16 first, second, and third position. Now, question number 48. Ready? Here comes. The silversmith who made shrines for Artemis. Silversmith, Simon, Sceva, Demetrius, Aristarchus. The name of the silversmith who made shrines for Artemis. 3, 2, 1, and time's up. So 53 people believe it's Demetrius, and you are absolutely right. Hope nobody makes mistake on the first 10. Oh, very close, very close. The total is 45,075. Okay, 44,000. Big number, big number, big number. Okay, GL10. Good job. Question number 49. You ready? Can I get a thumbs up? You're ready? Okay. All right. Here comes your question on your screen. Whose lecture hall was that Paul argued daily? Demetrius, Tyrannus, Aristarchus, Sopater. Whose lecture hall was that Paul argued daily? Your time, 3, 2, 1. The score, thumbs up. Confusing here. So 33 people believe it's Tyrannus, All right, 18, Aristarchus. Okay. So get set ready. Let's see the score. Right, changing. SU 13 was the fastest, NI 23, AN 11, SA 16. First, second, and third position. Good job. ST 14 fourth and GL 10 to the fifth position. Good job. YI 20, I see. So, good. So, last question. Don't make any mistake here. You ready? The last question, 50 of 50. Here comes your question on your screen. Who was the official of synagogue that became a believer in the Lord together with all his household? Cornelius, Aquila, Galileo, Crispus. Who was the official of synagogue that became a believer in the Lord together with all his household? Cornelius, Aquila, Galileo, Crispus. 3, 2, 1, and time's up. Let's look at the score. So 29 people believe it's Crispus, and you are absolutely right. 19 thought it would be Cornelius. But remember, official of the synagogue. Cornelius was not the official of the synagogue. Okay, so ready? Let's look at the score. Everybody ready? Here comes the score. Oh, that was tricky. But good job, NI23. Good job, NI23. Position number 1 made a mistake there, but the person had so much in lead that the person could afford to lose one question. He didn't make any mistake. This was the last, I think, first time he made a mistake. NI23. Good job. Good job. All right, friends. So let me change this one a bit. So as I look to, that was absolutely great. So AN 11 is in second position, SA 16 third position, ST 14 in the fourth position, GL 10 fifth position, JO 22 6, SU 13 7, AA 11 8, JO 29, BL 13 10th position. That was absolutely great. Just a minute before I bring the screen over here. We will answer the questions just a minute. Okay, so when you see the score here, I was trying to actually bring the screen up together for you. But so NI23, that's a great job. Let me bring it all together. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, let us see the people over here. NI23. Would you just please unmute yourself? Come forward. I think it's Brother Nagman. All right, unmute yourself. Yeah, please.
Praise the Lord, Pastor.
Brother Nagman, what is that?
Yes.
Brother Nagman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good
praise
job.
the
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I have to let you know one thing. In between one of those questions, I don't remember which one, 35, 36, one of those questions, you put the question, and on my phone, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Before the answer was coming, my phone got stuck or something. It wasn't moving. So I put a message instantly that I'm not able to answer that. The answer for that was Jesus Christ. I did answer late. It was 5 seconds or something, but because by that time everybody answered. First time it's coming like that. I don't know why that came into that system. I don't know why it happened like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's software. It can mess up anytime. I mean,
No, the question didn't show
maybe
up.
sum it up.
Yeah, the
maybe
question.
sum it up.
Okay, the question itself didn't show up.
No.
Yeah.
No, but still, you are position number 1. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That was tight. Very tight, huh?
It was tight. It was tight. Questions were interesting questions. Some of them were very confusing. The last one, especially, I knew it was Crispus, synagogue leader. I just saw leader, so I put Cornelius.
Yeah, I know. As soon as you see that, so the reading was very important. Reading the synagogue, leader of synagogue.
Yeah.
Millie Victor, don't worry. We can bring that together. Don't worry, Millie Victor. We can do that. Yeah, if you would not have made mistake, it would have gone 50 out of 50. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so let's go with AN11. Who is AN11? Unmute yourself, please. AN11. Oh, and Feba. Great, and Feba. And Feba, come on to the board. How are you?
I'm good, Pastor.
Hey, and Feba, how old are you?
I'm 13.
You are 13 and you competed with almost 62 people. 13. What grade are you in? Which grade are you in?
I'm in 8th.
8th grade. So Anne Feba is daughter of Pastor Sam from Exodus. And great, Anne Feba, great job. Congratulations. There is no way. Great job. Anne Feba, I want to see you. Come on, say something.
Yeah, I was so tensed when the quiz began, but when the quiz began, I relieved myself of that tension and I just answered the questions and God helped me. I never expected this, really.
You know what? A 13-year-old competing with the giants who are in ministry, as well as who are the students of theology and preachers and teachers. Absolutely great and fabulous. We want to celebrate this moment. And Vera.
Thank you so much.
Good. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. So, all right. So from India, and Feva from India, Cochin. Okay. SA16. It is Sajan, I guess, right? Okay. Sajan, ask to unmute you.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, a big congratulations to Brother Nine, and that was impressive. I wasn't expecting him to make a mistake in that last question, but that was really good. But I think the biggest shout out is to Ann Peba. I've known her since she was a small girl. I remember her mom told me that she did the first practice round. She came second in that as well.
Yes.
And just to see her there ahead of me is amazing for me also. I'm so glad. This is absolutely fun. Hey, that's really good. Good job, Ann. Yeah.
Sajan is from Trivandrum or from Cochin?
I'm from Trivandrum. My wife is from Cochin, from Exodus. And so I know all the pastors there also very well.
Good, Sergeant. Thank you so much and congratulations. You did an awesome job coming to the position number 3. Good. God bless. So ST14. ST14. We know him. Where is ST14? Please unmute yourself.
Hi. Hi, it's Stephen Thomas from Dallas, Texas. Yeah, I think it went well. I struggled a little bit with some of the more broader questions, like what the theme of Romans was, or things like that. That's a little bit tricky for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it went well overall.
Good. Which church you go over there, Stephen?
I go to Crossview Church of God.
Oh, Crossview. Okay. Crossview. So I think Brother Nainan, Brother Sarjan, and Brother Stephen, you all were there in first 3 rounds also, right? So
Yeah.
you're staying there on the top. Okay, good. And Fiba, were you there for the round number 1 and round number 2?
I was not there. In round number 1, I got a little bit behind, and then in round number 2 also, I was a little bit like something like 17 or 18.
Oh, okay. But that's a good comeback. In round number 3, you came up. Good job. Very good. Okay, so Stephen, good job. Congratulations. God bless. GL10. GL10, would you unmute yourself? GL10.
Praise
Okay, Gladys.
Praise the Lord, Pastor.
Praise the Lord. From Trivandrum, right?
Yes, I'm from Trivandrum.
Which church you go there?
I'm from Christian Faith Assembly, Muscat, but presently I am in Trivandrum.
Okay. So how was everything? How was your experience?
Yes, it was amazing. In between, I went from 28th position, 27th, then I came back. I went up
you
and
went
down.
to 28th position, even to the 30th position?
Yes.
And then you came back as in 4th position. Good job.
5th position.
5th position. Good
Yes.
job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. What do you do? Actually, Gladys?
I'm a nurse.
Okay. Are you working there now in India?
No, at present I'm not working. I'm pursuing to go to UK.
Okay. Good. Congratulations. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right. So JO22, 6th position. JO22. Unmute yourself, please. Yes. Unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Joanne from Vashi.
Joanne from Washi, you were there for first, second, and third round, right? All the 3 rounds.
Yeah, I was 5th last. I was 6th now. Yeah.
Okay, good. So everybody whom I have seen, they all were in the first, second, and third round too. Good. So how was your experience, Joanne?
Yeah, it was good. I was first for like a few questions in the start, but then I was not consistent. So I like to really appreciate the top 5. They were consistent throughout and almost never made a mistake. So yeah, that's something I want to work on.
Good. You were several times. You were in the fastest board.
Yeah.
Good job. Congratulations. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right. So next is SU13. SU13. Would you unmute yourself, please? SU13. All right. Unmute yourself. Yes.
Please not personal. I'm Sujit Martin.
Sujit.
All the way from yes, personal. Last time I was at 8th position. Now I came up to 7th position.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was really good participating in this quiz.
How was the quiz?
Yeah, it was really good, Pastor. But I'm much disappointed because I just for some easy questions I just clicked on some wrong answers. They just went back. On
Yeah, you have
excitement,
to
I
be
just
very cautious about that. Yeah, a small mistake can push you down, and a gain can push you up.
yeah.
Good job. Congratulations, Sujit. Right, Sujit?
Thank you, Pastor.
God bless you. AA11. Would you please unmute yourself? AA11.
Praise the Lord, Pastor.
Praise the Lord. What's your name?
I'm Aaron from, I go to the COG Vashi in Maharashtra, but now I am pursuing my MBBS in Ludhiana.
Okay, COG Washi. Who is Pastor Biober? Is your pastor? Who is your pastor?
Yes, Joanne, who is in 6th place, is my brother.
Joanne is your brother?
Yes,
I want
Pastor.
to meet your parents. Your parents have done a good job on both of you.
Thank you, Pastor.
Good job. So 2 brothers on board. Absolutely. That has to be something great. Your parents have done a good job in parenting. Good job. Good job. And your pastors, your Sunday school teachers have done a good job. Great. So, okay, what is your name? You said full name?
I'm Aaron. Aaron Benny.
Aaron, and you are in Ludhiana.
Yeah, my 4th year MBBS. I'm doing my 4th year.
And okay, and so good. You are doing your MBA.
MBBS.
Oh, MBBS. Okay. All right. Okay. So Ludhiana. Okay. CMC Ludhiana.
Yes, Pastor.
All right. Good. God bless you. Congratulations. Good to see you. And I want you to stay there up till round number 5 and then come to round number 6. You were the fastest in the last question. Good job. All right. So JO20. Would you please unmute yourself? All right. Come on, sir. Who is this?
Praise Lord, Pastor. My name is Josiah James.
What is that? What is your name?
Josiah James. I'm right now living in the UAE, but I am from Mumbai.
You are from Mumbai and now
Yeah.
you are in UAE. What do you do in UAE?
I'm supposed to be in Chennai right now, pursuing my BTech, but as of now, it's still online.
Okay. Your parents are.
Yeah. We're all settled here.
All right. So Josiah, which church you go there?
We go to an independent church. It's Church of God in Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Mhm. Who's your
My
pastor?
dad is the pastor.
What is his
Yeah,
name?
James George.
All right. Good. Congratulations. Good job. How was your
Thank
quiz
you.
experience? Was this a or you were there in the first, second, and third round?
No. This was definitely my first time coming in the top 10. And the competition as a whole is something like, it's definitely a first time in my life. It's very interactive, very competitive. And it's like there are moments of frustration where you know something, but you don't get it. It gets to you. But overall, like a really, really good experience. I'm hoping to make it to the top 5, hopefully, in the next 2 rounds.
Very good. Definitely. So the thing is that you were not in round number 1 and round number 2. This was in round number 3. You came for the first time and you came up onto the top 10 board. Congratulations.
Thank you, Pastor.
That's absolutely great. If you would have been there in round number 1 and 2, then I think you would have been in top level.
Hopefully.
Don't worry, just do it, okay? So next round is very important for you. Round number 4, round number 5 is very important. So make sure that you take time, study well, and prepare well for that, all right?
Yes, Pastor.
Good job. Congratulations, Josiah.
Thank you.
UAE. Okay. BL13 from India. Who is BL13? Please unmute yourself. All right. Okay. May I know who is this?
My name is Blessy Victor.
Blessy Victor. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm from Allahabad, UP.
Okay. Are you Ashish's sister?
Yes, you are right, Pastor. I am.
Okay. So this time you came instead of Ashish.
Yeah, he had a small problem with his, I think he got disconnected after the 38th question and then joined from another device. But I don't know how that will work. But
okay.
Yeah.
I think Pastor Danny and Brother Shibu knows about those questions. We will compile it all together. So we got that both IDs together and we will compile it together. If computer have not compiled it together, we will compile it together. That can make a difference too. So
yes.
Pastor Danny and Brother Shibu, will you please note that? That is AS13 2886059, which 2882021. Yeah. So we can compile that together. If there is a mistake, we can compile that together. Brother Shibu, any comment on that?
Yeah, I'll look into that. Actually, currently I cannot comment on anything. Yeah, manually I'll do that.
All right. So Blessy, Victor, tell me your experience. How was that?
Yeah, it was really amazing, Pastor. The speed factor is something that stresses you out. But yeah, so this is because of the third round, it was a bit more easier. And
so where were you in round number 1 and 2?
no, round number 1 and 2, I did terribly. So I was nowhere.
Okay.
But yeah.
Your brother, while he was driving, he did in round number 2.
Yes, he was amazing.
Good. So that's amazing. Thank you so much and congratulations. So friends, thank you so much for joining in, and we do believe this was absolutely a great journey for all of you. We believe that this was a blessing for all of you. It's a good learning. So if you win, you win. But if you lose, you still learn. So you're not losing anywhere. So don't think that you lose anything. By doing this, you're learning. So actually, you're accumulating knowledge. If you make a mistake, you will learn from mistake, and this is the right answer. And you will definitely go back and look into that. So don't worry. This is just to encourage you, not to disappoint you, but to encourage you to do the best. So every round is a fresh round. We will combine all the sports together after round number 5. So every round is a fresh round. I want you to be there and to enjoy this moment. And thank you so much for joining in. And next week, same time, we will come for round number 4. And for round number 4, it will be epistles of Paul. So all the epistles of Paul, and I think Pastor Danny has put all the books together. So the books are together over here for the next round. It will be Pauline epistles, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Titus, Philemon. So Romans will not be there because we covered Romans. So these are the books. So we will send all these books into your quiz chat box, WhatsApp, Trinity TBQ2021 WhatsApp group. We'll put that books together. So don't worry. Hebrews will not be in there. So we will take Hebrews and general epistles the week after that. So Pauline epistles, get ready next week, same time. God bless you all. Be prepared for that. Okay, don't get discouraged, but be of a good spirit. Over to Pastor Danny.
All right, Pastor, thank you so much for taking the quiz. It was a wonderful and blessed experience. Good to hear each and every one of you who have been on the top 10. God bless each one of you. Continue pursuing it, and we'll see each one of you next for the next week, for the next round of quiz. And let's close this with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for this blessed time that you have given to us. Thank you, Lord, for everything that you have taught us and reminded us today. Lord, thank you, Lord, for all these opportunities and good times that you have given in our life. Lord, we once again commit every participants who have registered and who have been with us and who is watching us on different platforms. Lord, we pray and we bless them and we give them into your mighty hand. Lord, help us to have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Lord, let your Holy Spirit rest upon us and be with us and guide us. Until we meet again next week, Lord, we commit ourselves into your mighty hand. Cover us and protect us. We ask all of these things in your most precious name. And everyone said, amen, amen, amen. Thank you, everyone, once again. God bless you all. See you all next week, and be prepared, and God bless you.